Okay, here's some of the good news and bad news about TacoGate. When you deal with dictators, want to be dictators, and cult leaders, that genre of personality, you are dealing with people that are extremely paranoid from the time they were young, and it just gets worse as they get older, especially the more power they get. So when you had TacoGate, you had a woman say that to him on live television that the whole world could see about a group of men that he wants to revere him, think he's a genius, think he has all the power, thinks, and even fear him, like, I can take those markets up and I can take those markets down at my whim, right? He wants them to be loyal to him and to just be impressed with him. So for them to call him a chicken, that hit him in a way that nothing else has. I'm convinced of it. I've thought of everything that has made him look bad, but he says things all the time that are so ridiculous, but he doesn't feel embarrassed by them because he believes what he says. Like, oh, I could be a scientist. I could be a rock star. Like he believes that that's also part of being a narcissist, is you have these grandiose things about yourself. But to be hit like that will make his paranoia that was probably at 80 out of 100, probably 120 to 150 out of 100. He is not going to trust the people around him the same. He's going to go after his staff. He's going to go after people in his administration. Like, there will be a payment for that. And he'll become more difficult for them to work with. You know, I mean, people joke about his McDonald's. His McDonald's and his fast food eating is because of his paranoia, because he's afraid somebody will poison him. So he wants something that he can just drive up and get that no one could plan to poison him. That is a lot of what fast food is to him, is just safety. So that's the kind of level we're dealing with. And then to have that happen the way it did, he's going to wonder who knew and who didn't tell him. That's like the ultimate betrayal to him, is you did not protect me from being shamed and embarrassed. So someone's going to have to pay for that. It may be someone in the administration, it may be staff, maybe his general temperament, and it could be the U.S. citizens. He could start throwing that stuff at us just because he wants somebody punished. And so then you might think, well, then is it worth it that we go after him like that and get the backlash? And I think it is, because when you attack their personalities and you're able to hit them in that way, it starts to attack their identity. And it does make them more erratic, but it makes them make more mistakes. And he's already made a ton of mistakes as he's been in here. And those mistakes are helping the people on the right to wake up. And you may not see that in your life, but most cult members leave silently. The good news is I have a compilation on my phone already of just videos this week of people saying they don't want to vote for Trump anymore for a whole bunch of different reasons, not just even financial, or just they're complaining about him and they're angry at him. I get messages all the time from Trump supporters that are upset and confused and want my take or help. So it is happening. And the more erratic he gets, the more that will bother him, because they're not getting the payoff along with him being erratic. And part of why they stay with him is because whether or not they totally believe what he says or even like him, he still makes them feel safe. But when a cult leader gets erratic, they don't feel safe anymore. They don't feel on solid ground. It's like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? Oh shit. They start to get scared. And those are things that it's harder and harder to deny. So it is important that we do hit him in that way as many times as we can, but fully know that somebody's going to pay the price for that. And when you're in a type of war like this, you have to be willing to take the hits to help break him down. So I say, keep up with those type of hits and be ready for the backlash, whatever that may be.